Good afternoon. It is a very, very warm welcome to Nottingham Hockey Centre for today's Investec Premier Division match, Beeston versus Clifton Robinsons. We've got an action-packed build-up for you ahead of the start of the game at 2 o'clock, so we've got about 12 minutes until play gets underway. The teams will be out in front of you at 5-2. I'm Andy Day in the hot seat. Sitting beside me is David Griffiths, and we've got some great weather for hockey, but there's something the viewers at home might not be seeing on their cameras.
Yeah, hello everyone. Hi Andy, pleasure to be with you. It's a very odd day here today. The wind is absolutely blowing a gust. You might be able to see it on the flags in the far corner, but it's also about 23 degrees. We were just having a look on the weather monitor a minute ago, and it looks like there is a chance of rain as well today, so we've got a bit of everything in store.
It's 4 seasons in one day here at Nottingham Hockey Centre. So it's Beeston ladies versus Clifton Robinsons ladies. That's not the only game that's in town today. Of course, we're bringing you live commentary of this one. Also going on today in the Investec Premier Division, Buckingham versus Bowden Hightown. That started at 12 o'clock, 4th versus 9th. Slough versus East Grinstead. That started half an hour later, 10th in the league versus 5th. Surbiton versus University of Birmingham. That one getting underway at 1 o'clock. The leaders hosting the 3rd place team. And also later on tonight, Holcombe versus Canterbury. That's at 6 p.m, 2nd versus 8th. But here at Nottingham Hockey Centre, Beeston versus Clifton Robinsons, starting at 2, 7th versus 6.
Okay, I think we're going to move to some highlights of the Beeston East Grinstead game from a couple of weeks ago, courtesy of Galvanised Hockey. So take a look at these.
East Grinstead's first home match of the season is against newly promoted Beeston. EG lost to Buckingham last weekend, while Beeston were pegged back in the final minute against Birmingham. Aerial ball forward, and it's been missed. Now here's a chance perhaps for the home side. Good work here from Georgie Blackwood. Georgie Blackwood through to Bridget Blackwood, and Bridget Blackwood breaks the deadlock. And EG have the first goal 23 minutes in. A really well-worked team goal. Crisp passing, lovely movement. And a good ball forward from Georgie Blackwood to Bridget Blackwood, who slots it past the advancing Nikki Cochran. Cracks it forward and is picked up by Brennan. Brennan back to Rhea. Rhea's lost the ball but wins it back again. Now Ellie Rhea driving to the baseline, pulls the ball back. There is Sophie Bray! Another third time of asking. She sticks it in the back of the net. And East Grinstead have doubled their advantage 4 minutes before the break. East Grinstead 2, Beeston 0. Lovely play down the right between Brennan and Rhea. Rhea giving the ball away. That does well to win it back off Hanks. Hanks trying to get back. Good ball from Rhea. That is what Sophie Bray is so good at. Penalty corner. It's going to be Hanks to strike from the top of the circle, and Hanks with a wonderful strike down the keeper's stick side, and with 8 minutes to go, Beeston have a lifeline in this one. Have a look from behind the goal. It's really well struck from Hanks over the keeper's stick. And Beeston gets some reward for their hard work. And that should be that for East Grinstead. There indeed is the final whistle. And East Grinstead get their first win of the season. Nothing for Beeston. A thoroughly entertaining game. Finishes East Grinstead 2, Beeston 1.
So you've just seen highlights courtesy of Galvanised. East Grinstead 2, Beeston 1 from the 29th of September. East Grinstead winning by 1 goal. Bridget Blackwood's field goal on 23, and England's Sophie Bray on 31, putting the home side 2 goals up by half-time, but the Bees rallied and converted a corner with 8 minutes to go. On the 6th, with Caroline Hanks with her 2nd of the season. What else have Clifton Robinsons been up to this season? Well, they started the season with an away win at Canterbury at Polo Farm in the first league game of the season. Claire Thomas with a strike from a penalty corner 3 minutes before half-time. That made the difference. Then The visitors went to Surbiton on the 29th of September. The champions won this game with a sole strike coming from Izzy Petter's stick in the 11th minute from open play. And what happened last weekend? Firstly, Beeston travelled to Bowden and came away with a 1-1 away draw. Sophie Robinson's field goal on 26 opening the scoring, and they were pegged back by a second half goal from Julie Whiting, that coming in the 42nd minute. Clifton Robinsons, well, they were hosting Holcombe last weekend at Coombe a home defeat. Holcombe scoring first via a PC from Leah Wilkinson in the 13th minute. Holly Savage equalising for Clifton Robinsons 2 minutes later from open play, and that's the way it stayed until half time. Holcombe must have had a strong half-time team talk as they retook the lead in the 36th and completed the scoring on 50 minutes with a converted penalty stroke. So the way the table looks at the moment at a very, very blustery Nottingham Hockey Centre, we're getting blown about here inside the chapel. The table is interesting reading for the Bees, as it's a very close thing in terms of the table. Beeston 7th, Clifton Robinson 6th. Clifton Robinsons, though, have the important advantage and the difference of a win under their belt. The Bees still looking for their first of the season.
And the teams are looking like they're about ready to walk out. They're lined up. And here they are, led by Helen Sergeant and Claire White, the two match officials for today.
Please welcome your Beeston Hockey Club and today's visitors, Clifton Robinsons. Walking you through their team, firstly representing Beeston, number 1, Nikki Cochran. 5, Carrie Hanks. 7, Alice Huddlestone. 8, Catherine Lane. 9, sponsored by Hunt and Leg, Lauren Burrell. Number 10, sponsored by Inchcape, Sophie Robinson. Number 11, sponsored by Medical Investments, Bex Walker. Number 12, sponsored by Medical Investments, Serena Barr. 15, Bridget Kittle. 16, Katie McKee. 18, sponsored by the Manor House at Quorn, Jika Nurenda. 19, Sophia McDowell. 20, sponsored by Sphere 8, Eloise Stenner. 24, sponsored by Enterprise Property Group, Izzy Davison. 25, sponsored by Webro Cable and Connectors, Sarah Spooner. And 31, sponsored by Ross Insurance Group, Lottie Ross. Today's visitors, Clifton Robinsons, Sarah Ellis, Nikki Moss, Aileen Davis, Holly Savage, Maria Jones, Lisa Daly, Tash Mark Jones, Olivia Hopkinson, Vicky McCabe, Tara Chittenden, Louisa Bell, Alex Ogilvie, Kitty Chappell, and Carol Middow. And there we have it. You've probably heard the team news, and we are set and ready to go. Clifton Robinsons get us underway, getting the first touch of the ball and instantly keeping possession. And it's been, I thought it had been dispossessed, Clifton Robinsons, but they've won it back and trying to press down the right-hand side in front of the Beeston bank. And the Bees have the possession and will play from the left-hand side as they attack the boulevard end. This is promising. The left-hand side ball towards the D, and it's a shot towards goal, and it's just wide. Decent start that one for Beeston. They've were on the back foot initially, but they've come away with the first shot of the game.
No, it was very good. I was more impressed with your multitasking there, flipping from pitch side announcer to commentator and moving all those switches around.
Oh, enough about me. Let's get back to the game. Beeston, I thought they'd nearly got the ball through there. They've got possession and not 5 metres. So play comes back again. Let's see what happens with this one. Umpires making sure that the ball's being played from the right spot. If you didn't hear the teams, I'll make sure to read them through for you in due course. Beeston, they're starting strongly. Their work down the left-hand side, maintaining possession back in their own half as things stand. Clifton Robinson starting brightly, but the Bees, since they've won that ball back, Clifton Robinsons have hardly had a touch. And we're 90 seconds in. Beeston trying to get the ball into the D. Sophie Robinson nearly on the end of it. There's a scramble in the D, and what's the outcome?
It's a Clifton ball by the looks of it. Yeah, we were watching Clifton in the warm-up. They came out about 7 or 8 minutes later than Beeston, so Beeston just looked as if they were ready for it right from the start, the minute they came out through the gates.
Some players to keep an eye open for. Top goal scorer for Beeston this season is Caroline Hanks. She's scored 2. Sophie Robinson's also been on target, and Bridget Kiddle as well. Goals for Clifton Robinson's coming from Claire Thomas and Holly Savage. So we'll see if they can add to their tally today. Clifton Robinson's attacking the D on the left-hand side. Clifton Robinson's wanting a corner there. Nothing doing, says the umpire. Potentially, I thought it may have hit a foot there, but play continues. We're trying to work out what's happening on the field of play, and it's Beeston ball is the end result. Play down the sideline has just been lost in possession there. Clifton Robinson's take up possession on halfway and attack down the middle. Spraying it out to the right-hand side. Beeston have got good coverage at the moment on the right-hand side. And the ball is out of play for a restart. Yes, this is a good start from Beeston. They've been tested in attack and defence so far. And they're not looking too bad at all. What do you feel? Do you think the first win of the season could be today?
Hopefully, yeah, certainly what they'll be looking for. I was in a meeting on Tuesday night with Colin Clark, the head coach, and we were just having a chat about the sort of start to the season in the first 3 games. Colin's...
Oh, what a ball. Oh.
Yeah, Colin's had a number of injuries from some of the first team squad in those first 3 games, and he admitted it was a reasonable start to the season, but did say hopefully there'll be some more favourable results to come, so we will see.
That ball that you've just seen go out of play has just hit us here in the box at the chapel. We just had a resounding thud, and play will continue. Eloise Stenner to play the ball in from the sideline. Caroline Hanks playing the ball inside and receiving the ball again. Trying to build a base for the Bees to go forward. The ball has gone through for a Clifton. I thought it was a Clifton ball. Beeston have the self-pass. Left-hand side, chipped into the D. And it's a short corner.
No, that was a good bit of attacking build-up play down the left-hand side.
We've already seen a couple of goals courtesy of Caroline Hanks this season from corners. Are we going to see more from her, do you think? Let's see where she lines up.
Number 5 there, Carrie Hanks from the United States.
Let's see the delivery of this corner. Beeston have really loaded the edge of that D. The shot comes in, it's flipped
Eloise just wide, yeah, took a deflection. Eloise Stenner from the top there.
Beeston ball, 2 balls on the field of play. So a little pause whilst we get into the 6th minute now. Beeston having the better of the play, but they've just lost possession. Clifton Robinson's coming away with the ball, approaching halfway now. Nikki Moss driving with the ball down the left-hand side. Decision going for the away side. It really is a tough day to play, I feel. I don't know, in your experience as a player with the wind swirling around.
Yeah, I mean, neither team have got the wind behind them. It's literally coming straight across the middle of the pitch to our cameraman upstairs. Clifton Robinson's approaching the left-hand side as they attack the
That's a shot. Again, it's just wide from Clifton Robinson's. Neither side finding a shot on goal yet with their first attempts. I don't feel that we've got goals in this game.
Yeah, it's been end-to-end so far.
Izzy Davison playing the ball down the touchline for Jika Nirenda, who plays the ball into the D. It's been mopped up, and it's been... I thought it was just being picked off.
Yeah, I thought that hit Livy Hopkinson's foot there. Yeah, it did. She's given a short corner. Former Beeston player Livy Hopkinson just catching her foot in the D there.
It is fast moving.
It was a good ball down the sideline to Jika, and then Jika fired that cross into the D, and it's just clipped Livy's foot. Corner number 2. Let's see what we can do.
Let's see. Clifton Robinson's, they got 1, 2, 3 outfielders and the goalkeeper. Beeston really loading the edge of the D. They got 5 in position, 2 further back and 1 to the right of the D. Ball's played to the top, it's been trapped, smashed towards the goal, and it's a goal! Bees take the lead in the 8th minute.
I think it was Bridget Kiddle who got the final touch to knock it into the roof of the net.
Let's see for sure on the replay.
Bridget's on the castle on the left-hand side, number 15. And she's just got in front of the penalty spot and got the final touch. Yeah, good corner.
Firing the ball high into the roof of the net as well. Cracking finish. Bees have the lead after 8 minutes, and they're on the attack again. I think that might be Eloise Stenner has just maybe drawn a foul there by this right-hand sideline, and she will get play underway by returning the ball back into her own half.
No, they'll be pleased with that. Good start. Short corner routine looked like something off the training ground, so...
Corners at Beeston have been such a well to draw from over the years, haven't they?
Oh, absolutely. No, the teams train on Tuesday and Thursday night, so they'll certainly spend time working on different routines, and obviously there's a lot of new players this year as well, so it's important that they get to know each other and obviously plan those routines so they can put them into practice at the weekend.
Bees winning the ball back and getting play underway again on this left-hand side in front of a very busy gallery. It's, as I keep stressing, it's not a very pleasant day, so thanks to the hardy souls going out supporting both sides today.
Yeah, there's quite a few family and friends turned up for this one, but it is a funny day.
Aerial ball along in front of the technical dugouts. Clifton Robinson's will get us going again. A stick challenge. Sure, I just heard another whistle there. Yes, we are going to have playback at halfway. Spread out to the left-hand side. Quick first-time ball into space. Sadly, there was no one there to receive the pass, so the Bees have possession once more. Aerial ball just in front of us. Trapped beautifully by Izzy Davison. This is a confident start as we almost completed 10 minutes of this Investec Premier League game. Ball into the D. Will that be picked up by
Alice Huddleston?
No, not quite. All the players are having a breather. It's been an energetic start to the game. Davison plays it back to... by the way, I must say, Sarah Spooner, congratulations. National League debut for the number 25 player. She's gone all the way through the ranks at Beeston to take her place in the National League today. So congratulations, Sarah Spooner, number 25.
No, it's good to see. Sarah's been around for a number of years now. She's come through the junior system, and another one through and into the first team.
Clifton Robinson's attacking the right side, but that's good defence from Beeston, shepherding the player into trouble and winning the ball back. Great ball retention there on the sideline.
That was good from Serena Barr. Serena is an Irish under-21 international, studying in Leeds at the moment, just transferred over from Ben Redding Hockey Club.
Clifton Robinson's looking to press just outside the D. They go again, playing the ball out to the right-hand side this time. Bit of 3D skills to work their way into the D, and it's a corner for Clifton Robinsons. Let's see just exactly what happened. I suspect it may have been a foot, but we'll know for sure.
Let's have a look at the replay. Took it fast.
Driving towards the D, those are the 3D skills.
Yeah, it looks like it hit the foot of Lottie Ross there. He's catching a left foot.
Let's see what happens with this one. We've already had a goal from a corner. What can the visitors do? Focused on the left-hand side, and it's a slap towards the goal, and great save, and it's been tapped in. Equalising goal for Clifton Robinsons.
No, it was a good first initial save, but obviously dropped into who was a goal scorer.
The replay will tell us for sure. Yes, it was a terrific save in Nikki Cochran at first, but while she was on the floor, the ball lobbed over her. We'll get you the idea of the goal scorer for sure in a moment, as it really is end-to-end Beeston looking to press straight away and restore their advantage. Lauren Burrell plays the ball into the D, goalkeeper's fallen on it, and Clifton Robinsons will come away with the ball. Frustrating for the Bees to be leading and then being pegged back just a few minutes later. Game settling into a sort of rhythm now, isn't it? It was a bit helter-skelter at start, but now it's more phases of play, I think, rather than
they started very fast. They obviously can't continue at that pace for the whole game, but
Clifton Robinson's just in front of us. Alex Ogilvie with the ball, playing it into the centre field. Well won back from Beeston and trying to play forward quickly. Option to play it forward. That one's, I think, gone out of play. And that far, I thought it had gone out of play for the far corner. Eyes are playing tricks on me.
Yeah, the ball patrols chuck the ball on there. We get all these guys from our junior section, so I send an email out every Monday morning asking for volunteers for these games. So I think there's 4 of them today, which is good to see.
Let's see what happens here, I think. Play taking place just in front of the dugouts, and the Bees moving forward again. Ball trickling. Can that be caught? I'm not sure it won't be caught, and the outcome is going to be a little bit of a lecture from our umpire. Let's wait to see whether ball is going to be for the restart. Confirmation of the goal scorer for Clifton Robinsons. It was number 21, Carol Middow, with that goal. Extensive research on the replay has identified the goal scorer. It was number 21, Carol Middow, with that equalising goal for Clifton Robinsons. Catherine Lane, international, plays the ball forward quickly. It's been flicked up and will go again. It's going to be another Beeston ball.
Yeah, Catherine obviously featured in the recent World Cup for England. She was off at the University of Exeter for a number of years, and she's back now, which is great to see.
We're still at the stage where there's quite a lot of new faces for all the teams in the division. And we'll take you through a few of those later in the half, possibly. But 3 games into the season already completed. These teams should really know each other fairly well by now. Beeston looking to press down the left-hand side. Ball aimed towards the edge of the D. Brilliant control, more 3D skills. Can this come up with a shot on goal? It's still not away, but Clifton Robinsons will clear the ball.
Good skills there by Alice Huddleston along the baseline, but couldn't quite make that final pass.
Good pressure this from Beeston, and it's going to be picked up. Jika Narendra with the ball, pressing towards the edge of the D. Nice little layoff. Shot on target, and it's a goal!
Fantastic strike there. Serena Barr
with a goal, but great composure for Jika Narendra to win the ball and get the ball across the face of goal as well. Great goal, great assist.
Let's have a look at it on the replay. Yeah, she just takes it onto a reverse, smashes it through the goalie's legs. Great finish.
So the Bees have the lead again. This, I sensed there were goals. We've already had 3. 18 minutes played. Beeston 2, Clifton Robinsons 1. Minor classic on our hands here at Nottingham Hockey Centre this afternoon. Robinson's looking to press again. They did equalise very quickly after their first setback. Let's see what they can do now on the right-hand side. Good hustle this from Beeston. Ball has gone out of play. Clifton Robinsons will retain possession. And a clearing foul for Beeston. They're looking to play very quickly indeed, and I thought there was space to run in there for Sophie Robinson, goal machine Sophie Robinson. And I thought she was on the attack again. She's very tenacious, Sophie. Long time servant of this club as well.
Yeah, Sophie's been here for many years. She's the top goal scorer for the Bees. She scored well over 100 National League goals, and she keeps going and going and going. She's fantastic.
A little bit of a risky ball across defence, but the Bees have got away with it, and they're looking to play forward quickly, and that's been picked off, and that ball has just hit us again in the chapel. We're right below the camera position. Bex Walker has just tried to drive forward and has had the ball taken off her. So I'm sure that's Alex Holgerby driving forward for Clifton Robinsons. Bees trying to play forward very quickly again. Alice Huddleston looking to progress. She's still trying to win the ball back. She's going to press the defender as well, and she has won the ball back, and she's into the D. Huddleston with a strike, and it's been palmed away by the goalkeeper.
She probably had a little bit more time than she thought there. She could have maybe taken 1 or 2 more steps. Probably needed a low shot into the corner rather than the high one.
The ball across the face of goal again, and what's the outcome here? Being trapped underneath the goalkeeper. Great opportunities for Beeston.
Yeah, they've had some chances. You've got to take chances like that, though.
As a goal scorer supreme, you can say that, I can't. Coming to the conclusion of the 20th minute, if you're just joining us around the world, a warm welcome to commentary and live footage. Beeston versus Clifton Robinsons in the Investec Premier Division.
Yeah, we're live on BTV, the Beeston YouTube channel, and also Galvanised have allowed us to put the stream on their channel as well on YouTube, so thank you to those guys.
Let us know where you're watching around the world. You can find us at officialBHC. Drop us a tweet. Clifton Robinsons, again, pressing down the right-hand side. They've had some joy down there. Beeston mop up, though, in defence. And Sophie Robinson controls the ball, the space for her to run into just in front of us here in the chapel. Plays out a nice weighted pass out to the right-hand side. Huddleston plays back into Sophie Robinson. Sophie Robinson has been cleaned out, and it's a corner.
No, fantastic attacking play there by Sophie down the right-hand side. But she looks like she's just been clattered. Let's have a look at the replay.
Great short touch passing there corner the outcome.
And a nice slide tackle by Maria Jones there from Clifton Robinsons. It's like a Sunday League football tackle.
Certainly, well, the outcome is a corner. Going to inject the ball is Bex Walker. And let's see what can happen this time. A lot of bodies to aim at for Bex Walker. She's gone to the apex of the D. It's been slid back and hammered towards the goal.
Another good routine. Eloise Stenner there, passing the ball behind her back to Bridget Kiddle.
Out to the left. Has been picked off again by Clifton Robinsons. Bees, though, quickly trying to shut down the attack. And I think they've won possession back there on the very edge of the pitch. Great work again from Sophie McDowell.
Just looking at the new banner there from Hockey Factory Shop. We put that up yesterday. Bright green banner. Arrived all the way from their head office in Leicester yesterday. But it does stand out, Andy.
It does indeed, thanks to Hockey Factory Shop, one of the many sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. A little bit of a tap tackle. Bees briefly have 2 balls on the field. Let's see what they can do. They've got space to go into. I think the ball's going to definitely come out to Eloise Stenner here. She's very nearly gave possession away, but she's just about won it back.
It's gone
Not
the other
quite,
way.
not quite in the eyes of the umpire. Robinson's looked to progress in front of us. Tashmark Jones looking to progress for the visitors. Bees to come away with the ball once more. Shot pass forward. I think that one's got out of play as well. Beeston 2, Clifton Robinsons 1 is the score. The wind continues to swirl around us here. That's a miscontrol, so it'll be a Beeston ball. You see Lauren Burrell running forward. Bex Walker, self pass, gets Bees going again into the final quarter. Out to the left-hand side of the D. It's another corner for Beeston. I'm sure that was another foot, but we'll know for sure in a moment when we see the replay. Bex Walker driving across the field. Serena Barr on the left-hand side. There were a few bodies there. She's not entirely sure.
Yeah, she did well. Managed to find the foot. Nice early ball as well from Rebecca Walker, just to give the extra space there for Serena.
Let's see what this delivery is like. Ball's been placed down. Again, Clifton Robinsons go with 3 in the goal. Driven in and just deflected high over the crossbar. Another great opportunity for Beeston.
Yeah, it was a powerful strike by Carrie Hanks. Not sure who was on the deflection, but just a little bit too high.
We saw in the galvanised highlights at the start of the show her goal against East Grinstead. She found the space and drove the ball low and into the goal, and power is something that she's got in abundance.
Absolutely, I've been very impressed with her. She's now in her 4th game for the Bees, but she's certainly good on the short corners.
Another fantastic find. Ten minutes or so to play in this first half. Bees leading by 2-1. Clifton Robinsons very nearly gave possession away there, out of just politeness, I think. Although a strong run down this left-hand side. Chop ball into the areas, bopped up. More 3D skills, and Beeston come away with the ball. Very scrappy section of play, this one.
And we've been hit again.
Yes, those bumps you hear are definitely... we are live. We are in the chapel here at Nottingham Hockey Centre, giving you live commentary on this Investec Premier Division match. Taking the ball in front of us, Eloise Stenner playing the ball back into defence. Trying to maintain a bit of possession, Beeston, but they very nearly give the ball away again. What's the outcome? It's going to be a Beeston ball on that far side, just in front of the technical dugouts. Just in front of Chris Glover, who we should congratulate. His wife Sophie gave birth to Thomas earlier on in the week, so congratulations. He's obviously got his priorities right, and he's back on the side of a hockey pitch. Kitty Chappell. Great skills there. Ball dribbling through the D and to safety from a B's perspective. Long corner, I believe, the outcome. Getting us going again, Nikki Moss. Nice spin and turn. She's maintained possession, driving towards the D. It's in the air in the D and penalised. And Beeston will clear. The men's first team are in action tomorrow as well. They're playing the University of Exeter here at 2 o'clock, so we'll be live for that as well. There'll be Nick Irvine and Steve Musson in the commentary box from 1:45, so make sure you tune in to watch that. Ball's gone out of play. It's also the Sultan of Johor final at the moment, Andy, in Malaysia. Great Britain taking on India. And of course there's some Beeston interest in that. We have, yeah. Younger brother Gareth Griffiths is playing for Great Britain along with Nick Park. So they won't be playing tomorrow, obviously. They're in Malaysia. I think they fly back from Singapore late on Sunday night. They get back early Monday morning. But they said that they will be watching the live stream. Mentioning the live stream, warm welcome to everyone watching via Apple TV. It's a hockey first. Beeston looking to earn a little bit more space on the right-hand side. Eloise Stenner, who's been impressive in this first half, finds the right-hand side. Sophie Robinson had to go out of the D to retrieve the ball, and it's a short corner injury as well. I think the clock stopped. So we'll wait to the outcome of this injury while the attention is being done to the player. The physios have been called on. Let's see exactly what was the cause of the injury. Sophie Robinson there playing the ball in, and there's a bit of a coming together. I can't identify the player who's gone to the floor, I'm afraid. I think it might be Livy Hopkinson. Okay, well, we'll find out. The Beeston... Yeah, it is Livy. I think Jika's stick just managed to catch her. Well, it's another corner for the Bees. Let's hope that the injured player is okay. She made her way off for treatment. Well, her parents are both doctors, so... That's helpful. That's useful, isn't it? Again, Beeston really loading the edge of the D for this one. My assumption is it's going to be Bex Walker. It is Bex Walker going to inject the ball. I'd say favourite to get this one is Izzy Davison. I think it's going to go to her, but we'll see in a moment for sure. Beeston lead 2-1. Could this be the third? It is Izzy Davison, and it's hammered towards the goal, and it's trickled by on the outside. They're appealing for something. Yeah, and she's given another corner. Really good spell of pressure, this one for Beeston. A third goal could be all important. A 2-1 lead is slender. 3-1 will give them a bit of comfort, possibly for half-time. Let's see what this delivery is going to be like. Again, there's 2 on the right-hand side of the D as we're looking at it. Stop, trapped, and then hit towards the goal again, and then flips out. Long corner, the outcome, is that? Looks like it. Normally I'd have my pen out and note down all of the corners. I think that's the 6th one for Beeston, if I'm not mistaken. See the 5 or 6. Someone can text in and tell me for sure if we've had 5 or 6 corners in this half for Beeston. Aerial ball just in front of us here. It's been we've just been hit again. We've just been hit again. Eloise Stenner controlling the ball, giving possession away to Louisa Bell, who gets us going in front of us. Nikki Moss spins, makes a bit of space, retains possession. Clifton Robinson's happy to go back and maintain possession of the ball. Little miscontrol. Clifton Robinson's carry on with possession. Edging further forward. Decent driving run out to the right-hand side. Ball out of play. I think that's gone the way of Beeston, hasn't it? If I'm not, no, it's a long corner for Clifton Robinson's. The direction of the arm there. I was making an assumption that was the direction of the ball. No, it was a point to the line. Clifton Robinson's drive the ball in towards the D. Scramble inside the D. And Nikki Cochran comes out and smothers the ball, and Beeston can drive away with this.
We've got a shout out to B Walker, mum, watching on Apple TV. She's just tweeted in.
It's Bex Walker's mum. Greetings to you. Hopefully you're enjoying the commentary. If you're watching at home, I think you got the best end of the deal, because the weather here is astonishing. You can see the advertising banners flapping around in the distance. Beeston looking to progress to the byline. It's another long corner. With around 5 minutes to play of this first half, there's been a couple of players who've really stood out, but it's Beeston who've really taken the game by the scruff of the neck, do you feel?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know Bex Walker's mum's just texted in, but Bex has had a good first half. She's this year's vice captain. Been at the club for a number of years now.
Eloise Stenner's ball just out of play. We're going to have 2 balls on the pitch. Ball Patrol have done well to retrieve that one. We're going again. Just in front of us here, Holly Savage. Gets Clifton Robinson's going with a ball into defence. Out now to the right-hand side, where Clifton Robinson's, I think, have had the best of their attacks so far. Ball into the D, out of play. That's a long. Nikki Moss has come forward to get the visitors going again with the ball out to the right. She's driving towards that's a shot on goal. Nikki Cochran does well to deflect the ball away, but she's called upon again to try and clear, and that's a corner given away by Beeston. This is the second corner, if my memory serves me correctly, for Clifton Robinson's. Good save by Nikki Cochran. She came out quickly to smother the ball. It was, I could be mistaken, was that Bridget Kiddle?
Yeah, I think it was Bridget.
With a defensive block, has fallen foul of the umpire. See if we can identify the player who will be putting the ball in. It's to the left of the D. It's gone out, it's gone back in, and it's been blocked. Shot on goal, and it's been blocked again. Long corner, the outcome for Clifton Robinson's. Good spell of pressure this for the visitors. And Beeston come away with the ball, and hopefully they can clear to safety. I make it around 2 minutes to go until the end of the first half.
Yeah, I've just picked up a message. The pitch is going to be watered at half time, so it's obviously drying out in the windy conditions that we've got here today. Yes. So we're going to have a 10-minute half-time break. It's been confirmed. So we'll be going to some adverts at half time, courtesy of our sponsors here at Beeston Hockey Club.
Many thanks to them. Another driving run down the right-hand side for Clifton Robinsons. Ball out of play, though, at the end of the field. Ball across the fence, picked up by Katie McKee. She plays the ball along the right-hand side. Good chasing, this one from Sophie McDowell. She's fallen, and no foul, says the umpire. But Beeston do get possession with the ball in from the sideline. Katie McKee with possession. She's got options in front of her. She's opted to go backwards. With less than a minute to play, that's possibly the sensible way to do it. I'm sure that's another foot, so Beeston can effectively wind the clock down and go in 2-1 at half-time, if my calculations are correct. And in fact, is that the half-time whistle? The players are making their way off the field of play. At half-time, it's Beeston 2, Clifton Robinsons 1. We've had a bit of a mini classic today, haven't we, David?
Yeah, it's been good. We've had plenty of penalty corners, lots of shots on goals. It's been end-to-end, and the sun's shining, so...
And the Bees are winning as well.
Absolutely.
We'll have 10 minutes for half-time. We'll give you a roundup just before we get underway for the second half. And sit down, enjoy the commercials, and hopefully enjoy the second half as well. It's Beeston 2, Clifton Robinsons 1.
When you succeed,
we succeed.
so we listen.
We tailor. And we invest in you.
We are innovators.
We deliver results.
And world-class service.
We are always developing you.
Learning and growing.
And getting better at what we do.
Supporting your business.
We make technology effortless.
And more than just a means to an end.
We're the team who serve.
And advise you.
All to help you achieve.
And surpass your goals.
We're super.
We're honest.
And go the extra mile.
We're winners.
And team players.
And together,
we're the managed service provider.
We're Air IT.
We're Air IT.
We're Air IT.
You're number one for IT and comms.
I've got the Harvest Pale Ale. They call it the finest blonde beer, so let's give it a try. It's got a nice clean flavour to it, I think. It's crisp and it's refreshing. And that certainly stands out for me.
Absolutely, it's very vibrant colour as well, and it tastes, like you said, quite crisp, and I can imagine drinking that on a nice summer's day, definitely.
So what advice might you give to another parent who has a child that plays hockey or a different sport?
It's always to be supportive. At the end of the day, they're doing it for themselves. They're doing it because they want to do it. Now, there might be the odd time when something hasn't gone well, and the important thing is to stick with something. Never just give up on it because the going's hard at the moment.
I don't know if you remember this. I came out of one of my reviews and was pretty upset, and I FaceTimed you and Dad, and I remember being quite emotional because I thought I'd let you down, and you and Dad just said to me that I wasn't doing this for you two. I wasn't doing it just to make you guys happy.
Absolutely. It's most definitely your life, and whilst we're very proud of you, You're doing it for, you know, for your own enjoyment, for your own work. You're not doing it for us at all.
When we're younger, often as kids, we don't realise how much effort you put in. I definitely wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you and Dad and the rest of the family, so thank you.
I played at the highest level for Holland since I was 17. First you start as a talented little girl and just go and play, and now you really have to carry the team. A lot of the media, they always write things about you, but it's not important. I know what I can do, and the people that I really care about, they always believed in me. And I've always been a fighter. Even when you think you can't go anymore, you just keep on going because of your team. My position in the field is important, but without the others, I'm no one. Speed is very important. There isn't room for error, actually. It's just me, opponents, and my teammates. You have to give it your all, no mercy. Every competition we play, you just want to win. When you step on the podium, it's just the best feeling in the world. It is hard to dare and dream about winning, but we know if we play well, we can beat anyone.
East Grinstead's first home match of the season is against newly promoted Beeston. EG lost to Buckingham last weekend, while Beeston were pegged back in the final minute against Birmingham. Aerial ball forward, and it's been missed. Now here's a chance perhaps for the home side. Good work here from Georgie Blackwood. Georgie Blackwood through to Bridget Blackwood, and Bridget Blackwood breaks the deadlock. And EG have the first goal 23 minutes in. A really well-worked team goal. Crisp passing, lovely movement. And a good ball forward from Georgie Blackwood to Bridget Blackwood, who slots it past the advancing Nikki Cochran. Cracks it forward and is picked up by Brennan. Brennan back to Rhea. Rhea's lost the ball but wins it back again. Now Ellie Rhea driving to the baseline, pulls the ball back. There is Sophie Bray! And for the third time of asking, she sticks it in the back of the net. And East Grinstead have doubled their advantage 4 minutes before the break. East Grinstead 2, Beeston 0. Lovely play down the right between Brennan and Rhea. Rhea giving the ball away. That does well to win it back off Hanks. Hanks trying to get back. Good ball from Rhea, and that is what Sophie Bray is so good at. Penalty corner. It's going to be Hanks to strike from the top of the circle, and Hanks with a wonderful strike down the keeper's stick side, and with 8 minutes to go, Beeston have a lifeline in this one. Have a look from behind the goal. It's really well struck from Hanks over the keeper's stick. And Beeston gets some reward for their hard work. And that should be that for East Grinstead. There indeed is the final whistle. And East Grinstead get their first win of the season. Nothing for Beeston. A thoroughly entertaining game. Finishes East Grinstead 2, Beeston 1.
Welcome back to live streaming Beeston versus Clifton Robinsons in the Investec Premier Division. It's Beeston that have the lead by 2-1 over Clifton Robinsons. The players are making their way out, but as you probably heard at the end of the first half, we're watering the pitch. It is very sunny and it is very windy today. So as a result, we've turned the camera off. In fact, look at that. As if by magic, we are back up and running. The pitch is looking in ideal condition. Beeston are making their way onto the field of play. Clifton Robinson's decided that they were going to go behind the Beeston bank to seek shelter. The spray has been drifting towards us in the camera position, so looks like we're almost ready to go. A reminder that the other fixtures today, Buckingham versus Bowden Hightown, started at 12. That's 4th versus 9th. Slough East Grinstead started at 12:30. 10th versus 5th. Surbiton University of Birmingham, that started an hour before us here at 1 o'clock. Of course, Beeston versus Clifton Robinson's 7th versus 6th is our feature game, starting at 2 o'clock today. And Holcombe versus Canterbury starting at 6 o'clock this evening, 2nd versus 8th. The Bees have gone into a huddle. As you can see, you can probably notice on your screen just how windy it is today. Has it changed at all in your view, David Griffiths, who sat beside me?
I don't know, it's obviously a lot sunnier than it was at the beginning of the first half. We've still got some high winds. Our windows here in the chapel got absolutely soaked when that the watering cannons came on at half time. So we'll be looking at the monitor in the second half.
We're almost set and ready to get the second half underway. Teams are ready, officials are ready. See Bridget Kittle jumping up and down in excitement ahead of the start of that second half. So in this half, Beeston will be attacking the car park. Clifton Robinson's will be attacking the boulevard end, and already Beeston looking to press with a ball into the D. It's loose and that's headed towards the goal. Beeston players looking for an infringement, and unfortunately for the Beeston perspective, it's gone against them and Clifton Robinson's can clear. If you didn't already catch the teams, the match day 16 for Beeston ladies: Nikki Cochran, Caroline Hanks, Alice Huddleston, Catherine Lane, Lauren Burrell, Sophie Robinson, Rebecca Walker, Serena Barr, Bridget Kittle, Katie McKee, Jika Nurenda, Sophie McDowell, Eloise Stenner, Izzy Davison, Sarah Spooner and Lottie Ross. And for Clifton Robinson's, Sarah Ellis in goal, Nikki Moss, Aileen Davis, Holly Savage, Maria Jones, Lisa Daly, Tash Mark Jones, Livy Hopkinson, Vicky McCabe, Tara Chittenden, Louisa Bell, Alex Ogilby, Kitty Chappell and Carol Middow, who I'm sure Carol Middow scored in the first half for Clifton Robinson's. As we have it though, the visitors have possession of the ball. They're looking to drive in. That's gone straight through and out for a clearing ball from Beeston. I thought it was going to be, but it's a long corner. My eyes are deceiving me this afternoon. I'm sure that was straight through, but it must have taken the tiniest of flicks. Clifton Robinson's already in the 90 seconds we've seen of this second half already looking more. There's more about them already, and Beeston will have a definite game on their hands. Although this is a good turn. Sophie Robinson plays the ball across the face of the goal. It's been played behind and the ball's landed in the fence. It's just dropped out. Great ball, great pass, just couldn't get turned in on the right hand side of the goal.
Yeah, it just got caught up in the netting there, just in front of the advertising hoardings. We put them in a few years ago just to sort of take the impact off the ball, because the fence was getting absolutely peppered, and we were replacing the panels on a sort of annual basis. So we've hung a few brackets behind the goal and hung this net in front of it to take the impact of the ball.
So Beeston, although Clifton Robinson's have been on the front foot in this second half, Beeston have had the first good opportunity of that second half. Play continues. I thought there was going to be a stoppage for a while. Alex Ogilby just in front of us here, not happy at all. Ball driven towards the goal, and Sarah Ellis has had to drop down and push the ball to the side. Did you see what the cause of that Alex Ogilby was?
No, they got tangled up, didn't they? They got tangled up and ended up on the floor.
That's probably the easiest description of it. Certainly there was questions asked of whether there was a foul or not, but obviously no in the umpires, and the umpire's word is final. Clifton Robinson's pressing forward down the left-hand side. They were very good on the right in the first half. This is how they're looking on the left at the start of the second half. In fact, they've lost possession, and Beeston were looking for a quick turnaround. The wind has just taken up another notch here. Yeah, if anyone knows me fairly well, it's really blowing my hair around here in the chapel.
It's blown it all off, Andy.
It has all gone. Clifton Robinson's pressing on the left-hand side and looking to get into the D to get a shot away. Beeston, I thought they got clear of the ball. It's gone very scrappy. Robinson still with the pressure, but now it's been released by an infringement, and Beeston look to go again. What are we doing here? We're going back to where play should have restarted, and we'll be going again. Good pressure this from Clifton Robinsons. I don't think they were doing as much of this in the first half, really putting the pressure on Beeston, stopping them getting out of their defensive quarter.
Yeah, they've definitely stepped it up. They've got a high press going on, putting a bit of pressure on Carrie Hanks at the back there.
Although Beeston will have a free hit and get us going again. Pressure down the right-hand side now for Beeston. Good interchange this. Looking to get towards the D at all times. Serena Barr looking to drive us forward. Involved again.
There's David Kissman, our club photographer, just next to the Trent College banner. David's been taking photos at the club for a good 4 or 5 years now, possibly more. He'll have his images online later on, so keep an eye on Twitter later to see the photos from today's game.
Catherine Lane stepping across and winning the ball back and setting off Beeston with another attack down the right-hand side. I think the ball's just gone out of play there, which stick did it come off last? It must have come off Clifton Robinson's. Beeston get going again with a shallow ball along the byline. I've never known wind like this. I presume you can hear it at home or wherever you're watching us. It is astonishing, and hopefully the players will be able to continue on in this. Beeston getting the ball towards the D, shot towards goal. Oh, so close to being touched in by Sophie Robinson, left-hand side of the goal. Just probably a foot away from tapping that in and giving Beeston a 3-goal-to-1 advantage. But as it is, Beeston 2, Clifton Robinson's 1.
Yeah, she got close there on the far post, did Robbo. Just squeezing past in front of her. There's Bex Walker again. Hello to her mum again at home.
I've a suspicion we're going to see some. It's a long blast of the whistle. I can, due to the sun, I can only really look at the monitor at the moment. I made an assumption that was a long whistle for potentially a card, but I don't think it was. Oh, it is. It is.
We don't know who it is, but there was a card. Yeah.
Yep.
And Eloise ended up off on the bench, and she's now walking down the sideline, presumably to go and get some ice from inside.
Yep, so will be a player advantage for Beeston over Clifton Robinsons. I can't tell you how long that advantage will be for because I didn't notice what colour card it was. But I'll reiterate, Beeston have a player advantage for a short time. Let's see if they can make this count. Clifton Robinson standing up to Serena Barr's press forward. Ball into the area, scramble. Could this be number 3? It is!
Fantastic finish there by Lauren Burrell. Just let it roll onto reverse stick and nicked it over the goalkeeper.
Let's see this on the replay. Really good use of scrambling skills there inside the D. Close to the goalkeeper, goalkeeper drawn and then just popped beautifully over the prone goalkeeper. Fantastic effort. Beeston have a 3-goal-to-1 advantage now. 43rd minute played.
No, it was good work down the right-hand side there by Izzy Davison. Just putting the pressure on the Clifton defence.
Almost immediately a reply here for Clifton Robinsons, and I'm sure that's an admission that it's hit a foot in there, so we're going to get a corner for the visiting side.
And how often do we see that? You score a goal at one end and concede a corner or a goal at the other. Just a lapse in concentration there by Beeston.
It was no complaints there from the defender. In fact, it was an admission. Yes, that definitely hit me. Once again, as the players are setting up, you can see the banners behind the goal just taking the brunt of this astonishing barrage of wind. It's not gust, this is consistently wind. Let's see what happens now with a delivery in to the edge of the D. So the apex, it's stopped, been played back in. It's a clash of sticks there, ball still loose. Beeston though have possession and look to clear. And good out this from Beeston, really taking the pressure off. It's still live. Great run this one. Out to the right hand side, pressing the ball into the D. Will it be caught? No, ball's out of play. Incredible turnaround. It's very rare you see a corner going straight down the other end.
No, they certainly broke fast. Alice Huddleston there down the right hand side for the Bees.
Ball played in again, and it's come off a body, and it'll be a clearing ball for Clifton Robinsons. A reminder, tomorrow the men's first 11 are playing on the same pitch against the University of Exeter, same time, same place, tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Live coverage starting at 1:45 tomorrow. Not quite ready in the umpire's point of view, so we'll get going again. Another run and chase down the right hand side. Clifton Robinson started the second half very brightly and with a bit of a plan about them, and that seems to have fallen away over the last couple of minutes or so. I think that third goal has certainly not done their team plan any favours whatsoever. Oh, risky ball. I thought that was going to be mopped up by goal scorer supreme Sophie Robinson. Just taken away from it at the last minute. In front of us, Maria Jones plays the ball out into defence, looking to maintain that possession for the visitors. This time out to the right hand side. 2-on-1 for Clifton Robinsons, looking to win the ball back, but they give away a minor foul. Aerial ball comes off a stick, comes off a player, and it's going to be Clifton Robinsons getting us going again in a few moments' time. Special mention to our umpires today, Helen Sargent and Claire White, in charge. Beeston mop up that ball through the middle again. Straight on by two players, but Beeston have come away with it down the left-hand side. Oh, just so close to being controlled, and Beeston have looked more assured in their own performance from the last time I saw them, first game of the season against University of Birmingham. There's something more about them, there's more steel about them.
Yeah, they've settled in, obviously back in the Premier League, so it's a different pace, and they've had to adjust to that, but they're looking comfortable now.
I think that 2-goal cushion, of course, helps as well, but they could have had more goals in that first half. 2 goals is the advantage, and we've still got quite a long time to play. Clifton Robinsons win the ball. Aerial ball towards the right-hand side, and that one's going to go out of play. We've seen some great performances, I'm sure, at home. If you'd like to nominate a player of the match, you can find us on Twitter at officialBHC. Get in touch, let us know who you think has stood out and may take the Riley Wealth Management player of the match. That will be announced towards the end of the game. Still plenty of time to go. Still plenty of time to change your mind and see who might shine in the next, or the remainder of this second half. Clifton Robinson's so close to being on the end of that ball. Ball patrol, dotting the ball down. Once again, getting us going. Clifton Robinson's turn over the ball. There could be a shot here.
Oh.
And that's another goal for Clifton Robinsons. 3-2 the score now. Great through ball. Nikki Cochran couldn't do much about that in the goal, could she?
Let's have a look at the replay. Good nick there. Nice early pass into the attacker, and yeah, just the faintest of touches.
So we were saying about the strength of Beeston.
I think it was Vicky McCabe with the final touch. Number 14 for Clifton Robinsons.
We'll get that confirmed for you, but it was a nice finish from Clifton Robinsons. They're certainly back in the game now. Let's see how Beeston respond to this. I don't want to say it's curse of the commentator, but we were saying the strength and the resilience of Beeston, and they were looking good. And that said, they're on the attack again over halfway, looking for an early ball through. Quite fortuitously, it's through to Alice Huddleston. Ball's in the D. It's been chopped away, but pressure will tell again. This time into the D and hammered towards the goal and batted away. I'm sure that's a long corner is the outcome. Miscontrol, Clifton Robinson's ball. Looking ahead at the fixtures still to come, the ladies' first 11. They're away at Buckingham next Sunday. That's the 21st of October. If you're off to watch that one, that one starts at midday.
We've got our Oktoberfest as well. I saw a poster that Sophie Robinson had done this week. 27th of October, the double header against Surbiton. The ladies are playing at 4 o'clock and the men are playing at 6 o'clock. And the poster quite clearly states hockey, beer and sausages.
What a trio. Beeston looking to press. Good defence this from Clifton Robinson's, pushing the ball out of play, keeping Beeston from going forward.
Yeah, Sophie's not just super centre forward here at Beeston. She does all the graphics and the artwork for the programmes.
Into the D. Can Beeston get the shot away? That may have hit her foot, and yes, in the view of the umpire, it did. So Clifton Robinson's will get us defensive. Oh, and I'm sure that was close to being another break. It's come off a Beeston leg.
We've got a tweet here from Stephen Playford who says, can you give a shout out to the under-16 boys playing away at Brooklands in their first cup match of the season tomorrow? So best of luck to the under-16s tomorrow at Brooklands.
Very good luck to them. Interception a few moments ago that came to nothing. Clifton Robinsons, though, are penned in to their defensive third at the moment. Can they break out? Can Beeston possibly win the ball back? Let's find out. It's turned out like a pressure cooker again. This could be a decent break here for Beeston. There's options over left and right. Gone for the right-hand side. Ball across the goal. Long corner.
Another long corner. Oh no, Clifton Robinson's ball.
Ah, right. I've been working on my umpiring signals and always looking at where the umpire's pointing, and that's why I've been misinterpreting some long corners as a free hit for the team. It's the swing of the arm that I missed there. Driven in ball, and that I'm sure that hit number 24, Izzy Davison. She's limping about, so we're going to get another free hit. Nikki Moss plays the ball back. Maria Jones out to the right hand side into space, and it's just not quite being controlled. So Beeston, surely I thought was going to get the ball, but obviously not. Into the D. Cochran comes out and kicks the ball clear. She regains a possession. Shot on goal has been tapped away, and it is a defensive hit, if I've read the umpire signal correctly. A worrying moment at the back for Beeston, and Nikki Cochran also attested again.
Absolutely, a couple of good saves there by Nikki. Bees working their way out of defence here. They just need to keep possession now. Keep turning the ball over.
Very, very nice take, but not quite there from Catherine Lane. She did well to win the ball back and looked like she was going to spin onto her own pass, but the ball snuck out of play. Clifton Robinsons with possession. One-touch stuff nearly sees Clifton Robinsons into the D. Beeston, though, come away with the ball under pressure from the visitors at the moment. Good stuff from Serena Barr, maintaining possession there. She's just on the ball again briefly. The visitors have possession and look to press. Not quite in the right place or still in the view of the umpire, so we'll restart. It's quite fortunate Beeston can then restart.
We've got a helicopter flying over us at the moment. Looks like the air ambulance.
Also on your screens at home you can see it's looking like a very sunny day, and here we go. Beeston nearly through. Oh! Throwing a stick at the ball.
Alice Huddleston just stretching there, couldn't quite get that final touch.
She was round the keeper, but she was stumbling.
It looked like she threw a stick at it.
Sure, that wouldn't have counted. The umpire is having a chat. Is she going to consult? Could this be action against the goalkeeper? Possibly. Or is this something else, do you feel, David?
They've seen something. Claire White's... Oh
no, says
kept the decision.
Alan Sargent. She did absolutely everything to try and score. Alice Huddleston, didn't she? If she'd have stayed on your feet, do you think we were looking at 4-2?
Quite possibly, yeah. I don't know. It just crept away from her, didn't it?
Good interception again. Serena Barr, noticeable with her headband. Into space, picked up by Sophie McDowell. That space on the left-hand side, and that's into the goal.
Sophie Robinson there with a fantastic finish from the baseline. It's a very tight angle. Just came in I think toward the goalkeeper's right-hand side, Andy.
Yeah, let's have a look at the replay. The through ball was fantastic. Sophie Robinson filled off and made the space, drawing the player towards her. Yep, just beat the goalkeeper low on the goalkeeper's right-hand side into the net. Terrific finish, and it is 4-2. Beeston lead in the 56th minute. Sophie Robinson, goal machine on target yet again, David.
Oh yeah, she's bagged another. That's 100 and something else.
It comes to something when it's 100 and something else, and you don't know for sure, because it's a very high number, and that's that. Surely now, this could be the first 3 points. I'm hedging my bets there because it's not over until the whistle blows, but it could be the first 3 points.
They just need to kill the game off now and keep the ball, get some string of passes together.
I just heard an enormous ooh coming from the crowd there. Couldn't exactly work out why, but
Alan Foster with a red hat on in the crowd there, just behind Livy Hopkinson. Alan's one of our vice presidents and been at the club for many, many, many years. You'll know Alan if you're in the bar because he shouts "coffee please" at the top of his voice.
Some people expect that extra service, don't they?
Absolutely. Just got a note from Malaysia. Great Britain have just won a gold medal in the Sultan of Johor Cup. That's the under-21 men. They've just beaten India 3-2 in the final.
What a result that is.
Absolutely brilliant. So Gareth Griffiths and Nick Park, two Beeston boys. I'm sure they'll have a beer or two tonight.
What a terrific result for them. For Great Britain, it didn't start particularly well, did it? With a defeat against Japan, but they've gone on to secure very, very closely into the final and then winning the final itself. Gold, gold, gold for Great Britain.
They'll be very, very pleased with that. I think that's the second time they've won a gold medal at the Sultan of Johor Cup. tournament's been going now for 8 or 9 years, I think.
It's always a strong side, strong set of sides as well. I noticed New Zealand, Australia, India, of course, Japan were there.
And of course Malaysia.
If you can't have your own tournament and get your own team in, then why not?
It's like having your own TV show.
That'll never catch on. That will never ever catch on. Beeston 4, Clifton Robinsons 2. Play starting to settle back down into a rhythm again. Once again, if you're any suggestions for the Riley Wealth Management Player of the Match, tweet us at officialBHC, and we'll see if your suggestions match up with who gets the plaudit at the end of the match. Clifton Robinsons looking to come back into the game, in a game that they've never led, but they've been close on occasion. They've equalised early on.
Beeston have looked the stronger side for the game so far.
Flicks off a defensive stick, and it's going to be Beeston that will get us underway again.
Eloise Stenner taking the quick free hit.
Beeston ball. And you were saying about game management and hanging on and killing the game off. I think the words were exactly, this is what this looks like now.
I think that message will definitely be getting to the girls from Colin Clark from the sidelines. He won't want them to concede at this stage of the game.
Clifton Robinsons, clearly you can see the furthest player forward, camped in their own half at the minute. You were saying about the Beeston pressure cooker. The longer the ball is at that end of the field.
And the clock is ticking, yeah.
What's the outcome here? It's going to be Clifton Robinson's defensive hit. Decent threaded pass, unfortunately from a Clifton Robinson's point of view, no one right on the end of that pass to receive it. Great skill from Serena Barr just in front of us. She's going to...
Not happy with the decision.
No.
It's gone Clifton Robinson's way.
Ball straight through, missed a couple of Beeston defenders. And it's going to be Clifton... I thought it was going to be Clifton Robinson's through on goal there for a second, but a whistle sees that turned over. Back to Beeston.
Catherine Lane on the ball. Playing it out to Eloise. Forward ball to Bex Walker. And Mum will be cheering her on.
Great skill this into the D. Can she turn and get a shot away or a pass away? It's out of the D at the moment. And what's the outcome there? It looks like we're going to see another corner.
Short corner for Beeston. Well done, Bex.
Beeston have been very, very good on corners today. They could have been even better. That's probably the takeaway from this game. Beeston currently huddled on the edge of the D. They've really overloaded.
Oh, she's given a bully.
Ah.
So the decision overturned for some reason. The wind's picked up again upstairs. Adam's on the camera upstairs. He's getting blown all over the place, but just about managing to hang the camera, keeping it still.
Yes, well done, Adam, if you can hear us. I know those lead weights on your boots at the moment are keeping you down. It's actually blowing the ball, as you can see on the screen at home. That doesn't happen very often. So the bully happens. Beeston briefly have possession, but Clifton Robinson's come away ultimately with the ball. Out to the left-hand side. The Clifton Robinsons look very good on the right-hand side in the first half, and this second half they've attacked more down the left. We've had our nominations are coming in all the time for the player of the match. Thank you for sending them in. Always like a few more though. At official BHC, send in your nominations. Once again, the chapel here is struck with the ball in front of us. Holly Savage turns the ball inside. Clifton Robinsons win another attacking ball, this time out to the right-hand side, and a miscontrol from Lisa Daly sees turnover back to Beeston. What else is happening in the Beeston world, David, outside of this game?
Well, as I said earlier, we've obviously got this Oktoberfest coming up on the 27th of October. Beeston ladies playing Surbiton at 4 o'clock, followed by the men playing Surbiton at 6 o'clock. We're going out to Rotterdam on the, I think it's the 6th and 7th of November as part of the Stick project, the EU funding that we got about 12 months ago now. So Rotterdam are hosting the next meeting out there.
A little bit of confusion here returning back to the game as no one seems entirely sure what's going on, but that's better for Beeston the longer the clock continues to tick down. Actually, that's a great ball, great take as well by Sarah Spooner, and gets the ball taken off her stick. Sarah Spooner, if I'm remembering correctly, this is her debut today, so congratulations again to her. She's come through the ranks here at Beeston.
And she's put in a good performance. That was a good pick up front on the left-hand side there. So she'll be pleased with how today's gone, especially if we can keep the result as it is for the next 7 minutes.
And a potential for a fifth for Beeston. It's looking like chaos in the D at the moment. Is that a long corner?
Yeah, I think it
My
is.
assumption is it's a long corner. And also Sarah Spooner shows that you don't have to be a superstar to get dropped into a team. You can come through the ranks and take your place. So if you're still at a club and you haven't quite got into the first team, there's always opportunity. Keep going, keep going. Ball into the D, controlled nicely. Can this be a shot on target? Great control.
Yeah, brilliant skills there by Sophie McDowell. Penalty corner for the Bees.
Once again, just how windy it is there. Both sets of players and the umpires, of course, have done very well with the conditions. It's a very sunny day, it's obviously making it difficult to see, and the wind as well, not pleasant as well. So Clifton Robinson's opting for 4 and the goalkeeper in this one. At the moment there's a huddle just on the edge of the D of Beeston players. I think it's slightly fewer than in previous corners. Let's see what the deliver is like. It's going to be Serena Barr to inject. And inject she does. Slip ball, trickled in, and did that hit the post? It certainly went very close to the goal and not in it. It's still 4-2, Beeston lead. How close was that?
Another good short corner routine there by Beeston, similar to the ones that we saw in the first half. Eloise Stenner just knocking the ball behind her back. And then I think they were looking for a deflection on the right-hand post, but didn't quite get it over the line. But it's good to see. It's they're mixing things up a little bit.
Yes, with 5 minutes to go. This is looking like
goal.
It is a goal.
Deflection
for Clifton Robinsons.
Just in front of the penalty spot. So we've got the final touch. We'll have a look on the replay here.
I thought that ball was going straight through and was going to be left by Nikki Cochran, but what happened, David?
No, I think Nikki Moss, she was just found some space there on the penalty spot, and it's just been absolutely crashed into the circle. And she's got a touch on it. Very, very difficult one for Nikki to deal with. Yeah, we've probably just left her in too much space.
So with 4 minutes to go, it is Beeston 4, Clifton Robinsons 3. I described this game in the first half as a minor classic. I think this is now turning into an actual full-blown classic. 1 goal in it with 3.5 minutes or so left to play. Beeston, do they go for it or just hold possession in your opinion, David?
I think you've got to hold possession at this point and just try and keep the ball as long as you can, get the ball into the high corners of the pitch. Obviously with Clifton in possession, break the play down, slow the game up. Every second counts at this point in the game.
Beeston giving away possession with a foul.
Sophie Robinson putting the pressure on.
Potential high stick there, but nothing doing.
Catherine Lane stepping up for the Bees.
Oh, great ball forward. Chasing run from Alice Huddleston on the left side of the D. Can she get inside? She's holding on to possession. Hammers the ball across the D and out.
She has got a good strike on her, Alice Huddleston. Absolutely whacking the ball across the pitch there.
From my perspective at least, I thought that would have been good to hold on to possession. But she's at least kept possession for Beeston, and the ball going into the corner now. I thought that was an attempted pass, but I think she forced the maintenance of possession there. Moments to go. Final opportunity for your Riley Wealth Management Player of the Match at official BHC. Send your tweets in. That decision coming very soon indeed. We'll let you know when the clock hits 69. Beeston doing very well. The camera now blowing about in the wind. Once again, Adam Milsom, the camera operator, doing a sterling job up there. Lead weights doing wonders for him. Clifton Robinson's time running out for them, seeking that equaliser. Now Beeston doing a risky job of getting the ball out of possession. Fortunately, they've won a defensive hit with around 90 seconds to go. How long can Beeston take over this? 90 seconds away from securing your first 3 Premier League points of the season. If Clifton Robinsons have their way, at the very least, they should be going home with a point. Beeston looking to pressure once more, given possession away on halfway. Ball through. It's been mopped up by Beeston at the back. And out for an attacking ball. Clifton Robinson's going quickly. Beeston doing well to maintain possession. I'll give you the player of the match as soon as the ball has gone out of play. In fact, there's confirmation. Your Riley Wealth Management player of the match for Beeston versus Clifton Robinsons is number 12, Serena Barr.
Yeah, she's had a fantastic game today. Up and down the pitch, she's put a lot of work in, and you can't miss her with that headband on.
So time ticking down. There's a bit of a collision there on the touchline. Clifton Robinson's looking for the decision, and they get it. Is it too little, too late? Confirmation that the
full time.
That is it. That is it. Congratulations, Beeston. 3 points on the board. First win of the Premier League season. 7-goal thriller, David. Beeston 4, Clifton Robinsons 3.
They'll be absolutely delighted with that. Colin, as I said earlier on in the show, Colin on Tuesday night was saying it will just be a matter of time before we get some of these points and some wins under our belt, and they'll be chuffed to bits with that, and it should push them up the league table a little bit.
Certainly. We don't know the outcome of the other games today. Reminder that the other games, Buckingham-Bowden was a 12 o'clock start, so we should be able to, if we can in the broadcast, bring you the result of that one, and also potentially the result of Slough East Grinstead. So Beeston, they started the day on 2 points. They will jump to 5. Clifton Robinsons, they started the day on 3, so at the very least, looking at the table, Beeston have leapfrogged Clifton Robinsons, and that's as much as we know for certain at the moment.
And you can tell Chris there just congratulating Lauren Burrell. They'll be extremely pleased with that result.
Well, what a game! What a game! A reminder, if you just didn't catch it, it is number 12, Serena Barr, who came away with a Riley Wealth Management Player of the Match. Richly deserved. Thanks for your nominations at home. Wow. So it really has been fantastic. Right then, I think it might be time to wrap up here. The players are also going to wrap up as well, because it's still ridiculously windy out there. Tomorrow, BTV will be back on all of those fantastic platforms. It'll be the University of Exeter here tomorrow at 2 o'clock. 1:45 the live coverage begins. The men's first 11 of Beeston versus the men's first 11 University of Exeter. Premier Hockey here on BTV. I've been Andy Day. With me in the commentary box, David Griffiths. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andy.
And we'll play you out with this. Thanks for watching.